So here we're going to find the distance between the pair of points, and we're going to use the distance formula, which is d equals the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 quantity squared. So the first thing we want to do is label our points so we don't mess them up. So x1, y1, x2, y2. And we're just going to plug them in. And it doesn't matter which one you pick for your first point, your second point. So my distance is going to equal 7 minus 5 quantity squared plus -7 minus a -3 quantity squared. And anytime we have a double negative, that's going to create a positive. So now we have 7 minus 5, which will equal 2 squared, plus -7 plus 3. -7 plus 3, they're opposite signs, so we're going to subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Keeping the sign will be -4 quantity squared. So that's going to get us 2 squared is 4 plus -4 squared is 16. At this point, you will have two positive numbers. You'll never have negative ones because you're squaring them, and anything squared is positive. So this will get us the square root of 20. And the square root of 20 can reduce down if we break it up. So we've got 2 times 10, and that's 2 times 5 because it's a square root. We're looking for a group of 2. So a group of 2's here. So this is going to equal 2. The group will go on the outside. Square root of 5, whatever's left over, goes on the inside. So that would be the distance between the two pair of points. Now the next part that we're going to look at will be the midpoint. And the midpoint is a point, and it's in the middle of the line segment. And our formula is going to be x1 plus x2 over 2, comma y1 plus y2 over 2, because it is a point. And all we're going to do is add our x's and y's. So x1, y1, x2, y2. It helps to label them because then we tend to make less mistakes. So we'll have 3 plus -5 over 2, comma 5 plus 7 over 2. And it is a point, so we keep it in point notation. All right, so 3 plus -5, again, they're opposite or different signs. We're going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger. So 5 minus 3 is 2, keeping the sign. Will be -2 over 2, comma 5 plus 7 is 12 over 2. So -2 over 2 is going to reduce down to -1, and 12 divided by 2 will get us 6. So -1 comma 6 will be our point.